Hello YouTube! I am Pinstar, and this is Pinstar Plays Umamusume Pretty Derby Episode 2. So we are mid-career with Biwa Hayahide. After a bit of a rough patch, we did get a win in our last race, but she does have a condition we need to cure, and we have 2 turns before our next big race here, so we got to do something with that. Let me just look at our trainings real quick. The guts is AF. We get no speed because of slow metabolism. Let's cure that. There we go. So we got some energy back. And now she's back in good form. Which, well, we don't need that. I wish there were more people at power training. We can do a speed training because speed does give us some power, and power is kind of what we've been looking for. Sure, I'll help. We'll get an extra 5 points of speed. Alright, we got 183 skill points. Now we can buy stuff with it. We could go for another one of these alts. We got a couple of them here to pick from. We don't need any more stamina ones here. Outer Swell's pretty good. Increase acceleration late race is really good because acceleration gets us to our acceleration is different from velocity. Velocity is top speed, but you still need acceleration to get there. Sharp Gaze does work on that. That's like a group debuff on everybody for a late surger, but I don't think we're getting into debuffs yet. Triumphant Pulse is tempting. Moderate increase the ability to break out of the pack when positioned towards the front with 200 remaining. Energy to spare. This dance is for Vittoria is calling to me. It has a little bit more specific of a trigger condition. You need to be kind of boxed in and near the front. But that might not be a bad thing to trigger off of. But part of me actually wants to go with the where is it? The Slick Surge. For the acceleration, because having her ramp up to full speed when she enters that phase is probably more important. So we'll go with Slick Surge. Alright, and this is another medium race, which is perfect. All right, we have a lot of late people here, but that's all right. This is our strategy, and we follow it well. Decently on the outside, I'll take that. Alright, who are we up against? Winning Ticket is the number 1. Narita Tashin is number 3, so I guess we're the number 2. Late start, not good. Not the end of the world though. It doesn't burn our stamina like a rushed does, so that's okay. And I mean, we're a late surger anyway. Late start is really bad for front runners because then they can get stuck behind the pack. All right, kind of an early swinging maestro. I don't want to get passed by too many people here. There is something to be said for having some mid-race things. The other thing that Wits does for you is it helps your person keep up with their pace and move up accordingly if the front runner is getting too far ahead of you. Assuming you're not blocked. Her power still leaves something to be desired. She might get blocked in here because she's got people to her sides. Alright, give me that acceleration. And also just get out of the way so I can actually use the acceleration. Alright, her acceleration skill did not go on. Well, she doesn't look completely boxed in yet. Well, it's a little late for her ult to go off. Her ult has to go off on the curve specifically. She looks like she's going to get 4th. I think this is the last one where you can do top 5. We'll see. If not, we're going to burn an alarm clock to try again. Okay, yeah, top 5. That's good. Fewer skills. Yeah, but we got expensive skills, lady, and she just forgot to use them. That is a lot of talking. Alright, top 3. Now we need to get top 3s and stuff in order to proceed. But we have more turns to train up. Alright, we have 2 turns until summer camp, which is good. Yeah, let's get more wits. Because obviously her skills did not go off the way I wanted them to. Wow, 3 different friendship trainings here. Ooh. It's hard to say no to the stamina. Alright, so the thing about summer training is now all facilities are temporarily level 5 while you're out here. Guts training is as good as anything else here, and we'll take an extra secret. Lay low, not the one I was going for. Ooh, we will take the power even with the failure rate. We need the power. Steadfast, okay. Let's rest. Time to enter aerobic hell, because I think that gives us power. Yeah, we need the power. Speed, guts, wit. We'll take the speed. Late Surger Savvy gives us a skill bonus for doing the Late Surger strategy, which we're going to be doing anyway. Alright, she's tired, which is unfortunate because we've got some golden guts here. Yeah, I'll take the wits. Gives her a little bit more energy. Ooh, 20 stam, I'll take that. 21% failure? That's risky. That's real risky, but this is such a good lined up training. I think I'm going to play it safe and rest. Oh, come on, game, really? For Pete's sake. I guess we're not getting anything done. Let's try and cure Night Owl. Thank goodness. 118 points. We're 2 points short of this Dance's Vittoria, which is kind of what I wanted to do. And we kind of would have been able to afford it if we'd been able to do some proper freaking trainings. I could do Late Surger Savvy. It gives us an intelligence bonus, or a wits bonus rather, which, I mean, we already have a lot of, but we could certainly use more of. Let's do it. Turf and a long race. So, well, I'm glad we did those stamina trainings. Let's see how we do in a long race. And we need to do top 3 this time. And we're only in a good mood. I guess we could have gotten the Kyoto track one. I forget if that was on our skill list. Because if you get the track specific buff, that gives you a stamina bonus, which is actually pretty good here. Third favorite is Top Gun. Winning ticket. Well, we stat trained enough to become #1 on this one, but let's see how this actually shakes out. We're decently on the outside. Late start, but we got our savvy. Green skills will always trigger if you meet the conditions. So since we're using Late Surger, we will always get that skill to trigger. But I don't like her being that far back in the pack. Luckily, the front runners are going really far up, which will prompt her to speed up to catch them. Hopefully not too much, though, because, I mean... Oh, that's a bad rush. Not on the long races. Don't rush on the long ones. Alright, well, our only saving grace is to have Swinging Maestro proc, otherwise we are dead. No, that can only proc on a corner. Luckily there are several corners, so she has several chances at it. Alright, come on. There it is. Okay, we're back in this. We're back in this. That was absolutely critical, Swinging Maestro. We needed that energy. That endurance, rather. And she's positioned well. I'm happy for 7th right now. Lots of race to go. And then once she gets to the final stretch, that's when she can start tapping into her guts reserves. She's kind of boxed in. If we had that Vittoria skill, that's when that would trigger. If she's boxed in at the very end. Alright, she's not boxed in now. That's good. Just gotta get away from that pink one. Alright, her alt triggers. That is fantastic. It's not a guaranteed win, despite the name of the skill. But, boy howdy does it give her a lot better of a chance. And she only needs top 3. I don't know if she can catch whoever that is up there. She's really... Well, we might. That's Super Creek. Okay. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Oh, come on. Push, 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 push. Yes! Oh, that was a close one. That was a close one. Woo! 3/4 of a length. I'll take it. I will take it. Phew! Yeah, we definitely need some of those alt skills to help their final push. Also, that acceleration skill didn't trigger again, despite all of our intelligence buffs. But apparently we didn't need it, so good enough. Fall Runner. Alright, the Tenno Show Springtime is our next race. $11 turns. Okay, well, we definitely need to do some recreation. Alright, what is wrong with that freaking... Did I pick a wrong skill here? No, it's a late surger one. It just hasn't decided to trigger. Alright, what? Okay, that's too good to say no to. Even though we want our mood up higher, like a double friendship training is huge. Alright, we got the trainer's handbook. 1 power, 2 on speed. We'll do a 2 on speed. As soon as we get kind of a meh training day, I will go for... Yeah, we need more power here, although this is really weak compared to the guts, although that's kind of weak too. You know what? We need to get her mood up. Let's get her mood up. Well, hang on. Let's check our trainings. Speed is good. 3 on stamina. But then it's not a friendship training. I will take a friendship training on here for 2. Speed's all right. Polish up on technique. Gives us skill points. Ooh, 35. Alright, 2 on wits, 1 on power. I think this is... Yeah, 2 on wits with a skill hint. Lay low, no. Got a bushel of carrots from the raffle. Alright, well that got our mood up. I'm glad I didn't spend another turn doing recreation. We got On Your Left. What's On Your Left do for us? Oh, that's the upgraded version to Slick Surge. Yeah, I'll take On Your Left. Even though this one hasn't done it, this one hopefully will trigger a bit more. Power, a 3-point power, absolutely. We needed that power. Extra skill points, good. Do we have any good trainings? I mean, 3 on wits seems excessive. Let's check our races, actually. We got a G2. Because that's worth a lot more skill points. Let's take it out for a spin. Let's get on your left going. And then we can do some races to get some more skill points to maybe buy one of the parental alts up here before our next real race. And yeah, this is a perfect one. And we can see if this actually will trigger. Sticking with our late surger. It's not the most prestigious, but I'll take it. And again, I'm doing this more for the skill points. Yes, you do get skill points when you do wits trainings, but compared to, and you get a little bit of skill points when you do any of the other ones, but a race will get you like 30 to 50 skill points, depending on how big the race is and how you do. So the most efficient way to get skill points is races. Plus it gets you followers, which can get you events that will level up your alt. Alright, we're still the #1 favorite, which is good. I'm just really happy that we were able to survive the long race and come in first. Which means our stamina calculation is correct. She probably dipped into her emergency guts tank. Oh, don't drop back to 12. Please don't drop back to 12. I was working on her power, so that should help her maneuverability a bit. Okay, to prevent her from getting trapped. We got, rushed and then swinging maestro. So stamina up, stamina down. Hopefully she gets her acceleration skill since we've been putting so much into it. Alright, 6 of 12 and on the outside. I'll take that. Because, yeah, she's not going to get boxed in if she's on the outside. She does have to run a little bit more distance because she's on the outside because of the wider curves, but honestly, I'll take that over being boxed in. Can we get our acceleration skill, please? Acceleration skill? Alt? Alright, well there's the alt. We still haven't seen our acceleration skill trigger, which is obnoxious. Now having a trigger at the same time as the alt or right before the alt would be good because the alt bring up your top speed, acceleration gets you to that top speed faster. But nope, we didn't get our acceleration skill this time. Oh, I think we got this one. I think we got it. Alright, we're good. That is a stubborn skill, and I don't think like specific skills have a lower base chance to trigger or not. I think we're just getting unlucky because it's not like she's lacking in wits. From what I've read online, it's like at 300 wits, you have a 70% chance to get it. And so higher than that, it's a higher chance, but never guaranteed. Like even at maximum wits, it's not 100%. Congratulations. 48 skill points, what'd I tell you? And mood went down. Let's get that, well, let's see what our trainings are like. Let's get that mood back up. Unfortunately, that's going to need a rest as well. Oh, actually. Alright, that was helpful. 2-piece guts. I'll take a 2-piece guts with a Firm conditions. Good review for extra guts. Alright. Unless it's a wits, even then there's a failure chance. Let's rest. Alright. Inspiration. Excellent. We get another round of that. So another burst of stats here before our next one. Triumphant Pulse. And ooh, extra. So Triumphant Pulse is now cheaper. We might be able to afford that? 124. I think we can afford it, actually. Wit would certainly help. Power, stamina. Yeah, we'll take more wit. You have more faith in your rival. We'll just take the extra energy. Okay, skills. Triumphant Pulse. There we go. Oh wow, we have just enough to afford it. Moderately increase the ability to break out of the pack when positioned towards the front. I will take Triumphant Pulse. Beautiful. Oh, it's another long one. Well, we knew we had the energy to do it last time. So unless she forgets to use Swinging Maestro, I think we'll be okay. And I think we are almost, yeah, we are the favorite, although we don't have triple circles here. I think that's probably because of the stam. Like we're like kind of borderline on stam, but we're still the favorite overall. 3,200 meters. This one I think is a longer long than before, so hopefully we can keep up. Alright, and yeah, that late surger savvy is going to trigger every race. And I think that's like a plus 40 to our effective wits. So yeah, we've got plenty of wits for these things. So that should help our maneuverability. That should help our skill triggerings. Hopefully the acceleration skill gets the memo. I mean, it can't fire until the final stretch, and that's a good thing. We don't want it to fire until then, but we do want it to fire. I love some of the names here. Yum Yum Parfait. Alright, we're at the front of the backpack, which is good, because that's less of a chance for us to get boxed in. No, 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 no. I spoke too soon. Don't move to the inside, come on. That's how you get boxed in. Yeah, she is not putting her all into it yet. That means she's intentionally... Alright, there's our Swinging Maestro. That's perfect. We needed that recharge. Yeah, she's boxed in at the moment. Like she has room in front of her, but she can't go side to side because she's getting boxed in. On your left. Okay, she got her acceleration, and look at, oh my! Look at that accelerate. Holy crap! She was booking it there for a second. That was an acceleration skill and a half. All right, she got her ult. Now, will she get her other ult? Her demi ult. They can stack. I don't exactly know the conditions for the other one, but it doesn't look like she needs it. Wow. So yeah, when that skill goes off, it goes off. On your left. I'll take it. 9 lengths victory. That's huge. Just barely under the 100K mark, but that's okay. She's not one that needs the fans. Big skill up. 62 skill points is huge. Top 3, how about top 1? Now, the next race we do have to win in order to proceed. We have no choice. We must win it, and it's 3 turns away. Alright, plenty of energy, great mood. Yeah. That's just really high value there. Up tempo. Ugh, for Pete's sake. Oh, now there's a speed that we could not ignore. All right. Yes, I know she's happy with that because she was one of the friends that was hanging out there. All right, 2 turns until summer break. This is a really good guts, and we could use a little bit extra guts. $82 skill points. All right, so what low-hanging fruit can we get for ourselves? There's got to be probably one of the green skills. Fall runner, wet conditions, firm conditions, Kyoto. Do we happen to be... Is this at Kyoto? Hanshin. Okay. Tokyo... Nakayama. All right, so Kyoto is not in our career future, so not worth it for that one. Firm conditions. Hang on. What's the condition of the track today? Good condition. It is not firm. Is not good, but cloudy is not rainy either. So neither of those will really benefit us. Yeah, it's not. Oh, actually, no. Moderately increased performance on good, soft, or heavy. Good is good. I could use the help with the soft there. I'll take it. And we just got that from one of our friendship trainings. One of our friends shared that skill with us. And yeah, a little extra power boost, because that's what that green skill does, will help us out tremendously. All right, her mood is only good. Now, if we fail to get first, we have a couple of retries, and one of the things you get from a retry is it'll improve her mood by 1 notch when you retry. So if mood was the deciding factor, we might be able to get it on the second shot. Tarkazuwa Kinan. Hanshin Turf on 2200 meters. I'm not too worried about stamina on these medium races. I mean, they're longer, but they're not the long marathons. But then again, that's not a problem for our competitors either. So maybe just barely squeezing by with longs might be her strength. But I mean, she's triple double zero number one, so the fans seem to like her. She's as long as she's not on the very inside. Yep, she gets both of her things here. So the wet conditions basically make the track a little bit harder for everybody. I think it costs a little bit more stamina and your effective speed or power is a little bit nerfed, but that gives her a little bit of a boost when she's in those conditions. So it's sort of compensating for the penalty. There's our swinging maestro, excellent. But yeah, the real deciding one is that she needs to trigger that on your left, because that was freaking huge. She also needs to be like on the outside when she does that, so she doesn't bump into people. Alright, she's positioned properly. We just need the skill to trigger. And it's not going to trigger, is it? For Pete's sake. Alright, at least her alt triggers. That, yeah, if that didn't trigger, then we'd be in trouble. Well, what about the other alt? Alright, there's our other alt. Yes! Alright, that gave us what we needed. Phew! Okay, we don't need the reroll. Excellent. Not quite as dominating of a victory, but I'll take it. Alright, up to platinum. Alright, prepared to pass. Got that goal done. Now we need top 3 in the Tenno show in autumn. 7 turns for that. And if I remember correctly, yes, we are on summer break again. I'm going to start us off with a rest and relaxation, unless this is a really good wits. I mean, it's pretty good. But no, I'm going to start us off to get our mood up, because we get more stats out of training with a better mood. I'm going to take the power. We need the power. Alright, must have given us the skill we already had. Guts for 3. Running for 1. Wits for 1. Yeah, running for... I don't think we need too many more guts. But this also gives us a heap and help and a speed and power. But then this gives us a lot of speed and power. We'll take the extra speed and power. Excellent. I would have been mad if I got stung by that 4%. Oof. Do we take the 57% failure chance? Not that close. Do we race? Do we find a race for skill points instead? I think we do. Let's just race, because this is not a good time. Unless you need to raise your mood, it's not a good time to race. Or it's not a good time to do skill ups. Resting, sorry. So we're just going to race. We're going to race and we'll get some skill points and then we'll rest when we're home. Sapporo Turf. Don't think I've ever run on this one. Beautiful skies. All right, so we don't get our wet turf bonus, but that's okay.
3番人気はゴールドシップ、2番人気を紹介しましょう。エアグルーブ、威風堂々とスタートを待つのはこの馬娘。2冠馬娘、ビワハヤヒデ、1番人気です。火花散らすデッドヒートに期待しましょう。ゲートイン完了、出走の準備が整いました。
Only 12 people here.
各馬娘揃って綺麗なスタートを切りました。これは位置取りが熾烈になり
So with that late start, we're going to be in the back of the pack.
サイレンス鈴鹿、11番期待通りの結果を出せるか。1番人気ビワハヤヒデ。 サイレンス鈴鹿先頭に立ちました。続いてセイウンスカイ、サイレンス鈴鹿、セイウンスカイ、2人の競り合い。
But I don't think we'll get boxed too much here. Knock on wood. Someone was using a debuff skill. We might invest in that. All right, there's our swinging maestro. All right, will our acceleration skill trigger? All right, she's positioned herself on the outside. Excellent. All right, we need that acceleration skill to trigger like now. Well, she got her alt. Are we only going to see that skill trigger once in this entire campaign? Did she get her other skill? Will she even need her other skill? She doesn't even need it. Yeah, she's fine. Four lengths, not bad. Your fan gain is partially modified by how far in the win you get. Oh, we've never won this one before. Sweet, got the trophy. All right, we're working on it. Congratulations. Yeah, she really needs to rest. No getting around that. Sleep deprived. Don't give her night owl. Thank you. Do we have to do another rest, or are we going to get some wits? Alright, we can do some wits to recharge her energy a little bit. And maybe that will help it trigger? Yeah, more wits. I want those skills triggering, cons. Find it. Wits, alright, level 5. Alright, 135 skill points. Let's see what we can do with that. I was eyeing one other one if we can afford it. Ah, just shy. I was looking at Sharp Gaze. Slightly startle the other runners late race, which I think slows them down a little bit. Like it's not a huge one, but it's still, yeah, we don't need to frenzy the end closers. There's hardly ever any end closers. Outer post proficiency would be nice. Do I want to buy this? No. Vittoria Porplancha would be another one. I think we save our skill points here. We only need top 3 on this one anyway. We are still the favorite. I'll take it. I think we ran this one last year. Yeah, we ran this one last year. I guess you wanted to do it twice.
Umamusume たちが追い求める一条の盾、鍛えた木です。見事春秋連覇となるでしょうか。ゲートイン完了。
I forgot to check the conditions, but I'm sure we'll see. Yeah, the conditions are good, meaning that she doesn't get the power bonus, but that's okay. We can't exactly control it, and we have to do this one. Oh, that was way too early of a swinging maestro. We did not need an energy recharge that early in the race. It doesn't give you energy over your maximum cap. And we've been neglecting stamina specifically because we know we have that skill. And thankfully it's been going off, unlike our acceleration skill. Alright, she's kind of middle of the pack. Makes me nervous. Maybe she can break out with the acceleration skill. Alright, acceleration. Alright, well there's our ult. At least that's reliable. But she's still 4. We need our other ult to trigger. I mean, we only need top 3 on this. But actually, yeah, we might actually get it. Yes. Woo. It's like I don't need no acceleration skill. It is infuriating that it still doesn't trigger, though. Unless there's something fundamental about the trigger condition that I am missing, that is like makes it a black swan to trigger. I think it's supposed to just be late race. I think that is the trigger condition here. All right, we are a star. You don't have to get up to legend. That's just, it's a goal to shoot for, but it doesn't prevent you from winning. Win 100 G1 races. All right, now this next one we need to come in first. Nearby place. Speed. I mean, this trains up a little bit of speed, but we could use some speed proper, plus the extra up tempo. Yeah, I gotta see what our skill points look like. Yeah, let's do a proper rest. All right, good. Proper rest gotten. All right, one more training, and then we'll go shopping for skills before our race. I could get behind some speed training like that. Oh yeah, that's definitely the way to go. All right, we got our alt leveled up. That's good. Okay. All right, race day. Let's go skill shopping. Don't think we're gonna. This is more if you you have to be boxed in for this to trigger. So I don't think that's gonna work as well. Duty of Dignity calls. She's often a little bit too far behind for this to trigger. Prepared. Nope. Those are pace chaser or only skills. Outer swell would be fantastic if it triggers. Up tempo only works on medium races, which, I mean, we're gonna probably be doing medium races. Yes, up tempo and steadfast would be really good together. Well, hang on. Is this this is a long. All right. Not immediately helpful. So outer swell's probably the play. Because that is a late surger, so that works on all. And we do like it when she passes on the outside, so. It is firm, so we don't get that other bonus, but that's all right. And she's still the favorite, which is a good sign. Not a guarantee, but a good sign. The game kind of has like checkpoints about how many, things how many stats you should have at any given time. And this is actually kind of a shorter, long track, so I'm not as worried about her stamina. Oh, hey, Narita Bryan, it's her younger sister. She's running against her sister. I'm sure that'll have narrative merit here. Yeah, late start, not great. Yeah, she's back of the pack. That was a really late start. I mean, we still have all of our retries in case things go pear-shaped here. Yeah, she's got to make her way back up. And as you get into the skill, as you get in later races, like more and more of the other races have their own skills. As you can see, they are triggering left and right here. Now, ours aren't triggering yet, but most of ours are saved for the very end, except for Swinging Maestro. That one needs to go off if we're to survive a long race. But I don't like being back of the pack here. I mean, she is on the outside where we want her. But I do need that stamina to come back. Because she might run short of stamina before she gets to the final stretch. And I mean, we've been banking on that skill firing. All right, last turn, last corner. It needs to fire here, or it probably won't. Come on, we need that refill. I mean, she's getting higher up, but no. All right, well, we get our alt. No acceleration though. No, we didn't get the new one. There's the outer swell. That's the new one. We got that at the same time. Now, let's just hope she doesn't exhaust herself because we didn't get Swinging Maestro. She didn't get her mid. I mean, she's probably running on guts here. She is almost certainly running on her backup tank. But hey, I'll take it. Yeah, we beat out our younger sister. I don't think we're going to make it to Legend. You really kind of have to farm to get to Legend. But that's okay. Again. All goals achieved. But now we get to the Ura finale, which we will cover in our next episode. So, if you guys like this episode and you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave me a comment. Good, bad, or indifferent. Your feedback's always welcome. So, until next time, this has been Pinstar signing out. See ya.